name is Aria, and this is a letter to a woman that doesn't know she's waking up. Why I started this channel is to talk about the journey, my journey as a maiden that went into a journey of being a mother that is now entering the journey of the crone. What I wish I knew about my family trauma, about my family curses, and how that would impact my way forward and the choices that I make in my life. Learning how to forgive yourself for the journey that you are on. Knowing that as a daughter, you have responsibilities. As a mother, you have responsibilities. As a grandmother, you have responsibilities. The children that I have and the children that didn't stay are all a part of my journey. I am blessed to be able to speak to you this day and to shine my light and my journey, to show you how I navigated being asleep and not knowing my way forward, but to go along in the matrix and just to continue doing what I believed was right, what I thought I knew up until now. Wow, wow. I believe that having a family and the white picket fence and working as hard as I can is the only way to do it. And believe it or not, I did do that. I was the best worker in every industry that I worked in. I experienced various industries. But when I started yearning for something more, something deeper, something more meaningful, where the money didn't mean anything, there was no fulfillment for me. As much as I had all of the things that I needed in my home, I had the cars, I had the homes, I had more than enough money, but I was unhappy. I was unhappy, I was unfulfilled. And so I started searching and searching and looking and looking. But what I had forgotten, that I have been trained for this. From a young age, I went to a meditation school where I was taught transcendental meditation for about 4 years. We meditated twice a day. I also, as a teenager, was exposed to quantum physics and quantum mechanics and quantum entanglement. That is now becoming buzzwords, and people are all excited about it. I was awakened to crystals and vibrations and frequencies. And this is where I took my lessons from. This is what I did. This is how I worked my journey. This is how, through the dark night of the soul, where all of the places that I had played small came up and stood in front of me and said, no more are we going to be silent. No more are we going to be quiet. We want to be seen. We want to be heard. So for many years, I did shadow work, asking the questions, why do I feel lack? Why do I feel unworthy? What has caused me to be in those spaces that caused that? And I prayed about it, guys. I prayed. Let me tell you, at the end of 2023, I did not have any other willingness or need to force to try and fix my situation. I got to a point where I gave up. where I gave up and I just said, I can't anymore. I can't anymore. And it's so beautiful. I also do my angel card readings. I believe that I'm an earth angel. And I believe that my journey is one that has to be spoken about, one that has to come out into the world, because I'm not the only one out there that is going through this kind of awakening. Although everyone's awakening is different, yes. But I was told in my angel cards that my journey is to tell my story, is to tell my story exactly how I believe it to be. It's very different. As I said, I was raised in a very traditional, God-fearing home.